Welcome, seekers. Welcome to Tarot Magician. My name is Ricky, and today we have another pick a card reading. And this time we're talking about a subject that everyone loves to talk about. Who will I marry? This is a difficult one, right? Who am I going to spend the rest of my life with? Who's going to come into my life, be that person that I would like for them to be, help me? Who can I help myself? And in front of us we have three cards. The third chakra archangel Chamuel, the woman holding a heart, and the woman holding a coin. I want you to select one of these three, and this will represent your love card. I'm going to give you a moment for you to select one of these cards now. Okay, group one. Here we are. You've selected the third chakra archangel Chamuel. Now, this archangel's message to you is that this is a great time to move forward, move towards the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. And let's go ahead, shuffle, and pick out the cards for our third chakra archangel Chamuel. I'm going to be using two tarot decks. The first thing that jumps out at me from this reading is the Emperor. And the reason the Emperor jumps out is because I can tell that this is a person, the person that you're going to marry. This is a person who is the emperor of his life. He is the emperor of his finances. This is a person who's very responsible with money. This is a person who has worked hard his entire life, their entire life. They've strived, they've moved forward. This is a person that just changes, and you can tell by the death of cards, by the death and then the Four of Swords, that this is a person that's constantly moving and changing and altering. This person doesn't stay stuck in one place. They keep moving forward, and that's important because of that, he's been able to have this success with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, as you can see, it's a card of slow moving. It's a card of be very careful. We don't want to tip this ox over. We've been working hard. We've been striving in this field. We have all of our crops on this ox, and now we're going home. So we need to make sure not to tip it over. So this is a person that has worked very difficult. They've strived. They move forward in the world. They've put their wills out, and they've received that financial reward. And they are at peace with this. This is a person that's very at peace with the work that they've done. This is a person that essentially they are going to, in a way, come into your life and change it completely. With the Princess of Pentacles, I do see pregnancy. I see a family. I see just joy, really. And with the energy of the third chakra archangel Chamuel telling you to move forward, I think that you might already know who this person is, or maybe there's a feeling, maybe there's an understanding of, wow, this is the person that I really like for me. This is the type of person whose energies are intertwined with mine, and I think that this is the person for me. So you might already know who this person is. One thing, now there is a warning here, and that comes in the form of the King of Cups reversed. So the King of Cups upright, it's a person that emotionally just has everything correct. They're able to walk into a room and take over. Everyone loves them, everyone respects them, they have a way with words. They are the person that people look and they just look after. That this is a person who is able to bring happiness, is able to bring so much joy with just simple words. Now, when it is upright, this is a person whose life has been difficult. This is a person who has seen things, and unfortunately, they have let life turn them into a bit of a difficult individual, maybe a bit hard, not accepting, not moving. That a not accepting, not moving, low agreeableness, that comes from their striving in the world. They're that emperor energy where they say, okay, I am in charge. I know what's right. Listen to me. So this person is going to bring this energy, this very male energy, this understanding of I know what's best. That in no way makes this person bad for you. This is the type of person who their foundation is where it needs to be. They have the right foundations. They have the right mindset. Now, they've taken a lot of hits. They've got some bruises. And because of those hits and those bruises, they have become somewhat cynical with people. Perhaps they don't really value individuals or others as much as a person should. They just don't understand or see the value in being with other people. They're the kings of their own home. This is a person who wants to have their own things. They want to have their own car. They want to look nice. They want to have their home. They want to have a beautiful wife or a beautiful husband that they can come home to and say, let's get dressed, let's go, we're going out and we're going to have a wonderful time, because we are kings and queens of our own destiny. So this is the person, this is the energy that I get with this individual, just very home, very to himself, not a person that's going to want to go out and share and be in the public eye and, oh my God, yeah, we need to go and do that again. So maybe more of an introverted individual, someone who just keeps to themselves. But I will say, I do see a person who is at peace with who they are, a person who understands who they are, a person who, and in a way they love who they've become. And they're gentle in the way that a father is to a child. So, with the emperor, when I look at the emperor, I think of this person this ruler who stands above his throne, who stands and looks down upon his people, and he says, I'm in control. You guys can live. You guys can prosper. I'm just here to make sure that you guys can do that. I am the emperor. I will protect you. I will be your champion. And that is what I see mainly with this emperor energy. So someone that's in charge, someone that knows what's happening in the world, someone that can make changes in the world for the better and for both of you. So, this is going to be a very strong marriage. And the fact that we get the Princess of Pentacles, the Emperor, you're getting both of these wonderful energies. They're both upright, together with the third chakra of Archangel Shamal telling you to go for it. It's, who this person is. Right now you have that image of that person in your face almost. And you know who that person is. So the cards are telling you, don't be afraid, go for it. Now, this person is introverted. So, my recommendation, and I want to throw a card on this also. I don't want to just give you my recommendation and not throw a card. But my recommendation is for you to be a bit more pressing, because this person is not a very emotional, very communicative, very outgoing individual with the King of Pentacles. So you're going to have to, in a way, reach out, stay in connection, show that you're interested. Like, hey, I'm here. Don't you forget. I know it's you. You're my hun bun. So you have to reach out and you have to show yourself to this individual so that they can notice you. Now I'm going to throw one more card. This card, I want it to be kind of an advice card. Like, what should you focus on? What's the advice? Maybe a little more information on who this individual is. Okay. So, this is very interesting because we have the Death card and now we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. Now, this goes right back to this introverted energy. I feel that this person is not going to approach. They're not going to come after you and say, "Hey, I want you to be my girl." This is not the person that's going to invite you to Paris and then propose to you in front of the Eiffel Tower while 10 people are filming in the background. So get that out of your mind already. That's not going to happen with this person. So this is the type of person who you look, there they are, and then you come after them like this Valkyrie over here. You see, you see what that Valkyrie did to that Viking warrior? Yeah. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to come after this individual. So, but there's value there. And the third chakra archangel Shema is telling you to go for it. Don't stop. Don't be shy. Don't say no, no, no. Maybe that's not the right person. Maybe that's not who I need to be with. Don't be shy. Don't think that it isn't, because it is. This is your time. Go for it, and do what you need to do. Now, as I was saying that a fly flew in the middle of the reading, and I can't help, I didn't want to put it in my mind, but now it's in there and now it needs to be said. So I can't help but feel that you need to be very observant with this individual. So you need to be like a fly on the wall. You need to be very observant. You need to just listen to this person and what they're saying. This isn't a person that's going to communicate their intentions very well. They're not very good with words. So you're going to have to be the person that drags things out of them. This might sound a bit exhausting, and perhaps it is. One thing that I will say is that you're going to enjoy it more than you think you're going to enjoy it. And sometimes we make up ideas about an individual or what we want a situation to be like. Oh man, it's going to be perfect if it's just like this. And what this reading I think is telling you with this individual is get rid of that mentality. This is not that person, but this is the individual that's going to give you what you're going to want in your life. The foundation of a marriage is there. You can build on this. This person can grow. This person can perhaps someday become the King of Cups inverted. If you go for it, there's value here with this individual. Very, very valuable. Someone that's making a difference. Someone that's actually working towards his betterment or their betterment or her betterment. So this is an individual worth pursuing. Okay, so we've reached the very end of the reading. If you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I do my own private reading, so please guys go to my website, terramagician.org. The link is underneath for those private readings. Thank you guys for watching once again. Bye-bye. Okay, welcome group 2 for the women holding a heart. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful card. I love it. And you know, it's essentially there's a strong female energy here. So I get the feeling that I'm speaking directly to a female, to a woman. And you know what this woman holding a heart is essentially telling you. The message of this card is that you are ready for love. This card could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotions and essentially a receptivity for love. And also, it's a very, 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 very good card for, you know, just love coming your way, being open and knowing that you are at this point someone who can give love and receive love in a healthy manner, not in an unhealthy manner. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the cards tell us about who you will marry. I am going to shuffle. Well, all right. Okay. And I have a very good feeling about this one. So, the very first card that jumps out at me is the High Priestess. And the reason the High Priestess just jumps out at me is because immediately I'm getting the feeling that the person that you're going to marry is extremely spiritual. This is a person that understands the cycles of life and understands what it is to sacrifice for the betterment of society, for the betterment of themselves. So, we have the Hangman, and then we also have the High Priestess energy here. So both of these energies are telling us this is a person that understands how to let go completely. This is an individual or a person that has completely just surrendered themselves to the process of life. And sometimes someone hears that and says, okay, well, what exactly does that mean, surrendering yourself? And what that means is not having volatile emotions, someone who's in charge of their emotional state, their mental state, someone who understands that everything in life has a cycle, it has a time, it has, in order for something to bear fruit, you have to be patient. This is a person that understands patience. And that is going to be very beneficial, I believe, to you. And the reason I say that is because I have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I mean, these cards are just beautiful. As you can see with the Ten of Pentacles, you have a family setting here. And they're all happy, they're laughing. This is exactly what you want. You have your elders, you have the old generation, the new generation, the current generation, you have your dogs. Everyone's happy. So there's family, there's community. And with the Ace of Wands, what I see is just completion of projects, moving forward. What do you want to do? What do you want to put out into the world? And essentially what this is going to do, this Ten of Pentacles, this family coming together and all working together, because there's value with the Ten of Pentacles, right? Ten of Pentacles is the family coming together and providing value, knowing where that value comes from. This is a very wise person. They understand what the bedrocks are for a healthy lifestyle, for a healthy life. And here's the thing, this is almost the type of person that comes in and you say, this is my Prince Charming, and they're going to be attracted to you in ways that you can't even imagine right now. And the reason I say that is because when you put the woman holding a heart, when you combine that with the High Priestess, when you combine that with the Hangman, someone who's letting go and surrendering themselves to the wonders of the world and the newness and whatever's next, and then you combine that with the stillness and the patience and the spirituality of the High Priestess, and then the open heart and the willing to receive love and give love from the woman holding a heart, what I see is kind of a divine union. And I can't help but feel that this person is going to simply come to you. They're going to see the spark in you. That's what I think also the Ace of Wands represents. This is something that already has been ordained to happen. So this person is going to come into your space and they are going to transform and revolutionize the way that you see things. They're going to add to you. The Three of Swords reverse, it's a time of pain, the time of suffering going away. Now, this might be telling us that you are a person who's been going through a lot of torment because of this whole love and marriage thing. You've been putting a lot on yourself, okay? You've been hearing a lot of bad advice. I see a lot, with the Seven of Swords, you see a child stealing the swords, and then there's someone else, and that person knows there's something fishy going on. Something's being stolen. Someone's saying some stuff. There's a miscommunication, darkness. There's just a lot of shadiness going on here. So what this is telling me is that perhaps this is an individual who has gone through pain before, and they have learned from that pain. They know what it is to be lied to be cheated on, to be hurt. This is an individual that is healing from that. And the Three of Swords reversed, it's telling us that this healing has already occurred, or is occurring, or has already gone away, and they're ready to receive. So the woman holding a heart, it's saying that this is a person that's ready to receive love. So this is an individual who you can come to, and they're just going to say, here's my heart, You are the right person. And they're going to know that you're the right person because they're so in tune with their intuition. They're so in tune with that spiritual energy. When you combine that high priestess with that hangman, they understand the process. They understand how to get to that 10 of pentacles, and they understand the energy and the forces necessary to get to that place. And this is a person that's going to help you get there, and they're going to help you get there fairly quickly, quicker than you expect. I see from what I understand, from what I see here, this is, for me, divinely orchestrated. This is something that has been planned from high up above, something greater. This is a union that's going to bring forth change in the world. It's going to bring forth the next generation, and it's going to be a beautiful union. So it's exciting to read it. Now I want to throw one more card, and just maybe get a little more advice on this person, maybe who they are, just a bit more about who they are. I'm shuffling the cards now. I'm asking these questions. What advice? Okay. So, beautiful reading, but it does come with a warning. This person has been hurt before. As you can see from the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords, this is a person that has been through pain. And when that happens, you start guarding against pain. You start to be different, to see things differently, to speak a different way. But that pain comes back, and sometimes it reminds you, like, hey, you were hurt before, so be careful. Now, what this is telling me with this card that I just threw, the Nine of Swords reverse, is that yes, the healing has started, and it's moving away. Those fears, those demons, that just riggedness and that torment from the past is subsiding. But you need to understand that it might come out at some point in your relationship. This isn't going to be just you come in and it's going to be beautiful and roses and gorgeous. Let's go ahead and get our 10 of Pentacles by deal with the Ace of Wands. You're going to have to deal with a little bit of this. Okay? This is a person that has been through some pain. And you have to understand that it's caused some mental blocks, but they are masters at working through this. Okay, these are masters. The hangman, the high priestess, this person is going to be more than okay because they understand, they've grown from it, and that pain is subsiding. You know, I want to say not to worry. Don't think that you need to do anything differently. Don't think that you need to be more or give more of yourself to find this individual. I think that this is going to come in its time. What you need to do at this moment is worry about yourself. Worry about loving yourself. The woman holding a heart is telling you that in order for you to be able to receive love, to be given love from the universe, you have to be able to love yourself first. Love yourself fully, respect yourself, and understand that this union that I see here is divinely orchestrated, and it will happen, but it is going to happen at its time. The hangman, the high priestess, one thing I didn't talk to you about these cards is that they are very patient cards. Okay, these are cards that aren't, this might not happen within the next day, within the next 3 days, even within the next year. This is something that is going to take time. But they are there, they are coming. Now, my advice to you is work on yourself, work on your emotional state, work on your mental state, actually, more importantly. Be open to love, be open to receive love, see love in other people, love more, experience more, so that when this person comes into your life, they can recognize you easier, and it's not going to take more time for them to recognize that this is the person that's here. For me, this is the person that I'm going to share my life with. This is the individual that I'm going to choose for them to be my husband or wife. Okay, so we've reached the very end of the reading. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Also, I do private readings. The link is down below to my website, so you guys can check that out. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, welcome group three. And for group three, we have the woman holding a coin. Now, the woman holding a coin, this card essentially signals a woman of support or assistance regarding these issues. And it may give some kind of financial understanding or connection with someone that does. This is a woman that values that connection and just values the ability to build an empire together. Um, so I get the strong feeling that I'm speaking directly to a woman, and I feel that you are a person that wants to build something solid. You want the strong foundation. You want to be able to have everything that you've set out to achieve. You want to have that house. You want to have the job. You want to have the family. You want to have all of the goodness that life has to offer. And this is who you are. Now, let's go ahead and talk about who this person is that you are going to marry. And we'll start out by throwing cards. We're going to use two decks today. Start with shuffling them. I'm using two tarot decks today. The first card that jumps out at me is the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups upright on one tarot deck, the Ten of Cups downright on the other deck. Now, what I'm understanding from this is that the person that you're going to marry is a very intelligent individual. This is a person that knows exactly what's going on in the world. This is a person that is in charge, that understands exactly how to resolve conflict. So they might very well be in a leadership role, maybe in a corporation. I see them being in a corporation, handling with the Seven of Wands, handling a lot of fires, putting out a lot of fires, doing what they need to do to get ahead in life. This is a person that knows what they want, when they want it, and how they're going to get it. And they're doing it. They're master conflict resolvers with the Five of Wands reversed. And what I'm getting is that there is some conflict here. We have the Ten of Cups upright, and then we have the Ten of Cups downright. So what I'm getting from this is that this is an individual that wouldn't mind to have a family, wouldn't mind to have that connection and move to the next phase in their lives and grow with someone emotionally. But they're also a person that if they do end up marrying you, and they might be the type of individual to say, I need to have my fun away from home. Okay? I need to have my alone time. So this is the type of person that is going to have a man cave. They're going to go and they're going to want their own private space. They're going to tell you that they need to unwind, that they need to disconnect, that they don't really want to hear any talking right now. What they want is for them to just go down into their man cave, and they want to just relax. And the reason I say man cave, and I know that this, I'm for some reason I get the feeling I'm speaking to a woman. And with this King of Swords energy here, this is a very strong male presence. So I'm almost convinced that I'm speaking to a woman now. So with this King of Swords, this is an individual who, combined with the Seven of Wands, is putting out a lot of fires, a lot of conflicts in the world. And one thing that worries me with this Ten of Cups reversed and this Ten of Cups upright, and this world reversed, which we haven't even spoken of this, is that this is the type of person that, even though they understand that marriage is important for what they need to do in life, this is a very intelligent individual, so they know that marriage is the way to go, they're going to have trouble with it. And they're going to want their own space, and they may not be as emotional as you would want them to be. They may not be present for you at all times. This is someone who, they've gone after anything that they've wanted in the world, and they've accomplished it. And sometimes when you do that, sometimes when you experience this level of success, you get this feeling of, I'm my own person. All right, don't come in, don't give me advice, don't tell me who I am, don't tell me what I need to be. I am who I am. Therefore, leave me alone. I know what's best. And you know why I know what's best? Because I've put out fires that you can't even imagine, okay? So this is a person that's going to want a lot of respect from you. This is an individual that's going to throw their successes in your face. Like, listen, I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that, I've done this. They're not going to be mean about it, and they're going to tell you, oh, what have you accomplished? They're not going to get to that level of insidiousness. I don't see that in this person. But I do see this person wanting their own space, and I do see this person demanding that space. Now, I don't want to leave it at just that. I want to continue with this reading. I want to try and give you more. So I want to throw one more card, and I just want to see what the advice is. Like, what exactly can we do now that we know who this person is and what they want in life? Let's see, what's the advice here? Okay, so the advice is for you to let him be who he needs to be. Again, I keep getting a male energy. Now I get the King of Pentacles. So, I'm getting a male energy. This is a male energy. They're coming forward very strong with this energy. And, the King of Pentacles, what it's telling us is that, or the advice, because that's what I asked. I asked, what is the advice here? The advice is for you to let this person be who they are. Okay? There's value in who they are. There's value to be given. So the woman of holding a coin, she's a woman that wants value, right? So I get the feeling you're a woman who really, really, really wants value. You want to be able to know that this person can provide for the family, can bring just a family together, and that when they need to be counted on to do the right thing for the family, that they will do it. And this is that individual. This is the type of man that drops everything they're doing, and they understand where the value is, and the value will always be family. So the advice is for you to let them be who they are. This man wants his man cave, and he wants to be left alone, and he wants his space. Just do it, because there's value. It's a part of his thought process. So this is a very intelligent individual that knows what makes them work, what makes them tick. They understand exactly what they need to do in order for them to continue to put out these fires. And in order for them to be able to keep putting out these fires and be able to offer this 10 of Cups, this emotional, beautiful bliss of a family, and they need to be able to have that space. And the advice with the King of Pentacles here is to give them that space, to give them the ability to expand and just be who they are. And that is going to give you the value that you want. Okay, so that does it for the reading. Thank you guys for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe. I have more videos coming. I do my own personal tarot readings. I have the link down below to my website. If you guys want, please send me a message. Thank you once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.